Well, let's go across to the man who must be the most relieved today and really someone who deserves congratulations, Mr. S.Y. Qureshi, the Chief Election Commissioner of India. Congratulations, sir. And tonight, will you have a relaxed sleep?
Thank you very much. But, we one more sleepless night because we have to wait for all the polling parties to come back.
Well, of course.
But we are relieved that the polls went off very peacefully.
That, in fact, is remarkable, sir. In West Bengal, not only has the state had record turnouts, it's also been the most peaceful election ever. And at a time, I mean, if we just rewind to about 1 year ago when we kept talking about political violence in the state, and also when you press that you must have the paramilitary forces in place, you press that we must have a 6-phase election, do you feel vindicated today with this peaceful poll?
Yeah, there are three basic factors. One, of course, is the availability of the forces. We ensured a total atmosphere of security, which built the confidence of the voters that they could come out and vote peacefully. Then we had some voter facilitation measures this time, one of which was to issue a voter slip by us, otherwise political parties and candidates used to do. So when you see your name, your picture and the name of the polling station and the location, you feel more comfortable to come out and vote. And finally, we had systematic efforts for voter education. In fact, last year we had set up a voter education division. We did very systematic knowledge, attitude and practices and behavior surveys. And then we had multimedia campaign. So all these things work together and, of course, awareness of the people.
What were the most difficult moments for you in this election? We saw that in Tamil Nadu, the use of money power and the record seizures of money by the Election Commission, and you faced some political criticism as well, including both in West Bengal, in Tamil Nadu, over certain candidates who had said that you were being unfair to them over this whole money power issue. Mr. Alagiri in West Bengal, the left had questioned on why we needed such a long poll. What were the biggest challenges for you in this election?
Well, let me first clarify that there was no criticism from West Bengal at all. And I would like to place on record that surprisingly the government of West Bengal was extremely supportive, extremely cooperative. They did not question a single decision of ours. Normally our experience is that the ruling party doesn't like our strict enforcement. But West Bengal government was totally supportive. In Tamil Nadu, of course, we faced some criticism which we would like to say was unfair. All that we were doing was enforcing the normal rules and regulations and guidelines of the Election Commission, which were imposed across the board throughout the country. And we were doing our job. We were doing it honestly and sincerely. And I think it is for people to judge. We got a very enthusiastic response from the people.
Right.
In fact, this was another highlight.
That, in fact,
Sonia,
sir, is perhaps the biggest... that must be the biggest triumph for you. The record turnouts we saw in Bengal and Tamil Nadu. Now, political observers will say this always means change. Now, you with your experience of years and years of elections, what does record turnout mean for you?
I would like to mention that the participation of the people, particularly civil society in Tamil Nadu, we were receiving 200 to 300 emails on my mobile phone. And we were taking action on all of them promptly, which built people's confidence that we were taking measures. People know the ground reality. They were informing us, which enabled us to take prompt action. In fact, we got a compliment from one candidate of West Bengal who said he had sent 35 complaints and each one of them was attended to promptly.
Right. And, well, as I said, the fact that so many people voted today in a Maoist heartland as well, I'm going to say goodbye to you, sir, and of course get the politicians in for a political debate. But I'd like to actually ask them, I have Gautam Deb, Housing Minister, with us. Mr. Deb, would you like to say something to the Chief Election Commissioner? Perhaps a congratulations to him after this longest ever election in West Bengal is over, the record turnout. Would you like to say something to the Chief Election Commissioner?
Yeah, more or less it is well done.
Well, well done there for you, Mr. Qureshi, not just from the Housing Minister, but of course from India. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us tonight.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free ndtv.com/apps.